how do you stay up to date with all the different things that people are working on, this video is going to help you. Today we're going to discuss reporting metrics. And the reason is because when we delegate a task to someone, by the way, we have a whole video on delegation, so if that's something you need to work on, check it out. I'll link it below. But when we do this, we can often feel like we are micromanaging someone to constantly check in to see someone's status. Additionally, if we don't have the right reporting metrics in place, we can actually lose track of all the things that are happening and not succeed, not accomplish things on time or within the budget that we have set up. So we want to avoid that, and today I'm going to give you a couple tips that have helped me as an Army captain and commander, and I believe they're going to help you today so that you can begin to set up the right reporting metrics the first time, and you'll be in the know, but also you can focus on the other pieces that you care about most. So let's get started with this. Questions scale, answers don't. I heard this from Kat Cole. Kat Cole was originally the owner of Cinnabon, and she talks about how when you have the right questions set up, you can scale those. Anyone can ask a question and get an answer. So I want you to think about what are some good questions that you can set someone up with so that you actually get the information you need. In the military, we use a couple different reporting metrics, and honestly, there's so many, it's too many to tell you, but I'm going to get you started with this. One thing we call is a SITREP, situation report. So we'll say, hey, give me your SITREP. And a SITREP is just kind of a real quick update, just saying, hey, this is what's going on, and we'll keep you posted. There's a couple reports that I want to talk to you about today. One, in the military, whenever we see enemy activity, we use what's called a salute report. The reason I'm teaching this to you is not because I expect you to see enemy activity, but more of because I want you to think about how can you use an acronym to standardize a reporting metric within your organization. Salute report actually has letters that mean something, S-A-L-U-T-E, size, activity, location, uniform, time, and equipment. So if someone says, give me your salute report after you see enemy activity, all you do is you go right down the line of saying, this is how many people there are, this is the activity that we're seeing, this is where they're located, this is our current time, and this is the equipment we've been able to identify. What could be an acronym that might work well for your company? Maybe you want to know, hey, what's your current budget, what's the schedule, and are there any other concerns? Can you put that into, three-letter acronym or something along those lines? I just want you to think this way, because if you can keep this simple, specifically for the people that you're leading, you're going to see it's going to scale nice and easy, and it's going to maximize everyone's time. Look, you don't want to be the person who's constantly changing reporting requirements, so you need to put some thought into this right now to say, this is what I care about most. If we give too many reporting requirements, we're always going to pull someone away from the task at hand, because all they're going to be doing is try to collect all the information to say, hey, here's what's going on, but I haven't been able to get anything else done other than if someone has a pretty large team and they're able to keep them moving on task, that's its own thing. So we talked about SITREP and we talked about a salute report. I'm gonna give you another thing, and it's just a quick tip to help you. But bottom line, upfront communication can be something that you actually encourage from your team. I got you set up. This is the task I want you working on. I just need a quick update from you. 1 or 2 sentences, that's it. Keep me in the loop. All right, so another thing with reporting that we want to consider is, do we want a daily check-in, a weekly check-in, a monthly report? The more that you can provide a format for your people, the more clarity they're going to have, and they're going to be able to move forward. You might think, well, hey, they can let me know what they think is important. The truth is, they want to know what you think is important, and I bet you they're not always going to match. It's challenging to find that alignment. So it's our responsibility as the leader of organizations to set these things up the right way the first time. All right, hey, I want to quick pause this video and say thank you for being here today. If we haven't met yet before, my name's Adam F. Jones. I'm a former Army Black Hawk pilot and company commander, and I love leadership, and I want to help you level up your leadership. The reason we exist here at Kingdom Operatives is to equip leaders to build mission-effective teams. If that's what you want, you're in the right place. All right, one of the last things with reporting that I just want you to think about as we wrap up here is how can you leverage the staff of your organization to collect more information? Now look, every organization is different, but in the military, when I was a company commander, I had 90 soldiers, a little bit more than that, that worked directly for me. Sergeants, officers, pilots, maintainers, all these different people. But I worked for a battalion commander, and that battalion commander had an entire staff dedicated to him. Admin, he had equipment, he had operations, he had all these different staff sections. And those staff sections could get more information because they were dedicated to it. You know, maybe you have HR and you can start to use HR in a new way. Maybe you have a sales organization, you have an admin side. Can you pull all this together to get even better reporting so that you can make the right decisions? Because honestly, the only reason we have reporting in the first place is to keep people aware and to be able to make the right decisions during the right timing. That's it. What if all you did after this video is had a conversation with your team members or maybe even your peers to say, hey, what are some things that you have found are important to report on? What are some things that you think we need to be aware of in order to make this thing happen? That is how you lead a team. Now look, if you are looking to level up your leadership, I have a really awesome video for you. I'm gonna link it right here. This is your next step. This is what I recommend. And it's gonna be a little bit different, but I think it's what you need. Until next time, continue mission.